everyone, welcome back. I'm just going to take a second and I'm going to load our video and our comments. And I just turned the volume off on my phone. In just one sec. There we go. I'll give everyone a second to come in. Hi Alicia, thanks for joining. There, I've got my comments. And that all set up. And we'll get this into better focus. Just bear with me one sec. Hopefully that's better. Okay, so a couple things today, guys. I want to unbox my latest order from the Paper and Ink Boutique, and I want to show you this cute little thing I got on Amazon. I'm just going to give everyone a second to come in. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining. Hi, Wendy. Thanks for joining. All right, I can get started. So basically, the first thing I wanted to show you guys, as you all know, we've been looking for a whale tail punch forever. And the company that used to make them discontinued them, and that was Stampin', I believe it was Stampin' Up. And so, I mean, you can go on Amazon, or sorry, not Amazon, you can go on eBay or like buy and sell sites and things and find them for like ridiculous. So people are charging like anywhere from $60 to $100 for the original whale tail punch, and Stampin' Up discontinued it. So you guys know me, I am not one for buying counterfeit anything, because I'm, you know, I have my kids and stuff, and I'm a stickler for that. If I want to buy something, I prefer to support the artist who made it. So this one is made in, probably in China, from a company called AME, kjcami.com. But anyways, it's called the Super Punch. The shape size is 1 inch, 0.5. So basically, guys, I went ahead and I ordered this from Amazon from a third-party seller. So it is probably from China. See, made in China. So I don't usually recommend this, but I mean, we're all looking for a whale tail, and I am not spending $60 or $100 on a discontinued product that that is almost impossible to find. So anyways, they have these on Amazon now, guys, and they're $20. So I just wanted to show you. So this is what you get. I haven't opened it yet. This is like the unboxing. Okay, so on here, this is the lock position. We're going to unlock it. So that's kind of cool. So for storage, we can put it down and we can lock it. So I like that for storage. And then this part of it here, so what you would do is it's not going to give you the whole shape, it's going to give you half. So what you would just do is take your piece of cardstock, and I know I've got cardstock here, guys. I've always got billions and billions of scraps everywhere. Let me see here. I should have something. I've got a little pile beside me. Let me see here. That's a little thick. Just want like a normal scrap piece of cardstock. I should have something. Let me see. I've got embossing folder thingies here. That might work. Let's see. Yep, that'll work. So anyways, I'm just going to take, like, this is one of the ones I have done for our book. So we'll just, sorry guys. Here we go. Like that. So essentially you're just going to take your piece of cardstock, you're going to fold it in half like this, and you're going to line it up in here like that. Here we go. So that lip, it'll go, yeah, so essentially put it right to here, which is the back of your punch, which is right here. So it's folded in half, so that's going to give you that shape. You're going to put it here, and we're going to punch, and that was actually really easy. So there, it gives us our piece, and of course I dropped it on my floor. Sorry guys, I'm a hot mess today. So this is what it looks like. It's your perfect whale tail. And then there's the top where we've just folded it. And of course you could do it with a brayer and do it better. So I'm super happy with that. It was easy to use. It's not binding or catching or anything. And I'd say that's really good quality. And it was $20.99 on Amazon. So this is a much better alternative than trying to find the original whale tail that's going to cost you anywhere from $60 to $100 for the old one that had from Stampin' Up! That's been retired. So I just wanted to share that. So this is my Amazon find for this month, for January. So that came to me in the mail, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. And they are available on Amazon for $20.99 Canadian from the Canadian store. So I'm sure you could probably find them on Amazon.com for cheaper. And I just look up the whale tail punch and it'll come up. So I want to get right into this. This is my unboxing of my order that I just ordered from the Paper and Ink Boutique. They're in Calgary, Alberta. They are literally my favorite store, my favorite online shop. Okay, so I'm going to pull out the paper, and I have that for my order. So, and I'm going to explain this to you guys. So this here's for my order. So they always give me my paper printout, but I have a receipt here as well. They go above and beyond for me, guys. So basically, I put my order in online, and I realized because I ordered the new, I'll show you, the new bundle from Tim Holtz, the Scorched Timber. One of the sprays and the re-inker was not available for the Distress ink. So what I did was, I went ahead and I called the store, and I had them order one for me. So they put this order on hold for me while they back ordered me the other one, and I ordered a few other things as well. The Paper Artsy mini stamps I ordered additional, and same with one of the watercolor sets. So anyways, we're gonna unbox this one thing at a time, I guess, and we'll go through. Hopefully that's better. There we go. Okay, so here we go. This one here is the new color from Tim Holtz. And I ordered everything except for the pin and the paint. Now, I don't love Tim Holtz paint, and I'm going to explain that. When you order his inks and his oxides, these have a shelf life of years. Of years and years and years and years and years. And they're not going to go bad, guys. We have a refresher for our ink pads. And this is the final color that I needed to complete my tower. So, when you order his Distress Inks and Distress Oxides, I can't recommend these products enough. Because they last years and years and years. So, when they are low in ink, we have a re-inker to re-ink each one with more pigment. And when they dry up, which I've never had that problem in Canada because we have damp and we have cold weather here. But if you live in a place that's hot, like California, Florida, Arizona, anywhere that has a hot climate, you're going to run into your ink pads drying up. And then there's a product called Distress Refresher. So the only reason why I don't have Refresher is because I don't have that problem in Canada, but if you live in a hot climate, you may have that problem. So there is a product from Tim Holtz and from Ranger that's called Distress Refresher, and you can spray your ink pads. I've been using my Vintage Photo, guys, since 2017, and all I've ever had to do is re-ink it. And as you can see, it's just as good now as it ever was when I first bought it. And you can see it's taken a beating because I keep my my Distress thing on top. The one thing I ever have to replace is my pads, because you guys can see after you're inking and inking and inking and inking your pages, these tend to fall apart. So these are the things that don't last. They're little sponges, and they're not bad, guys. A huge container of those is like $10 in Canada, and I think you get 20 of them in there or something, so you have lots when you do have to replace those. So I just wanted to share that. So these are the products that I recommend because they last literally forever. All you have to do is keep buying re-inkers. And maybe eventually after probably my vintage photo, maybe in like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years from now, we'll see what it looks like, and I may want to replace it. But other than that, I don't use anything else as much as I probably use my vintage photo. So, I just wanted to let you guys know that. These are the products that last years and years and years and years. So, the reason why I don't like to buy Tim Holtz paint is because, like, Tim Holtz, they're the same kind of formulas that are going into his, mixed media products. So, when I say mixed media products, I'm talking about texture paste, crackle glaze, his crazing. I think he's discontinued that one, but, his collage medium, any of the ones that come in the jars like this. I mean, not this product, but any of the ones that kind of come in like the jars like this that are a wet mixed media product, they only have a shelf life of 6 months. So I just wanted to share that, and that's why Tim Holtz containers have gotten smaller and not bigger. So I've moved to Liquitex, and the reason why I moved to Liquitex is because I can buy great big huge containers for the same price. And I get 8.5 ounces or 16 ounces for the same $22 to $24 that I would spend on the Tim Holtz, but they last me years. So the shelf life of the Liquitex products is 5-6 years, and the containers are just, they're built better, and they have a proper seal to them. So if you're a mixed media artist or you want to get into mixed media but you're afraid to make the investment, I recommend the Liquitex products for the mixed media products, and then you invest, sorry guys, in your oxide sprays or your ink sprays, and then your reinkers. And I love to watercolor with these two, and I'm going to be demoing some stuff now that I'm going to be picking up more reinkers, because I've completed my my actual Distress ink and oxide collection. So I'm going to be picking up more sprays and the reinkers. And you can watercolor with these, or just more saturated. So there's all kinds of things I'm going to be demoing and showing with that. So I just wanted to share that. So that's why that is my preference. But I did pick up this one here, and this is Frosted Crystal. This is a translucent embossing powder. So this one here, I'm going to be able to take things that are like that have a gloss finish, like my my Tim Holtz paper dolls, maybe a photo, something that I printed from like on photo paper, something like that, and then I can use this over top, and it's going to give me a coating on there that I can go in with my my Distress watercolor pencils, or my my Distress crayons, or my Distress inks, and it's going to stick. So I just wanted to share that. So that's what this product here is for, and I'm going to be demoing this. And it says, to use, apply Distress embossing ink to surface, cover the inked area with frosted crystal powder, tap off the excess powder, and put back into the jar. Use a heated craft tool or an embossing tool to melt the powder until it's matte. Allow to cool, and do not overheat or the powder will become glossy. So you just want to lightly emboss it until it's done. Just be mindful that you're not over embossing it, and then you can use your Distress over top of that. So I just wanted to share that. The other thing that I ordered, so these were the last crayons that I needed to, guys. So I went ahead and I did, because I like to complete my collection. I ordered the water reactive pearl pigments. This is the Distress mica crayons from Christmas. So these are the 2 holiday sets, 5 and 6 from this year. And then I ordered the new and the last pack that I needed of the pack 15 of the Distress colors in Lost Shadow, Lumberjack Plaid, and then the new color Scorched Timber. So I now have them all, guys. So that's the other product that I have everything. And my daughter I had a little accident with my paper artsy paints, and my daughter dumped a bottle of blood orange and ochre, so I had to replace those, because these are 2 of the ones that I'm going to be hopefully demoing that this week. I've had the girls and my son home for the last I think 4 consecutive days, because we've just had such awful weather. We've had snowstorms, and this morning we had freezing rain. So they've canceled school. Their last day that they went was last Thursday. So hopefully they're back to school, and I can come live and we can demo some stuff on Friday, because I want to show you guys how I make the rest with the paper artsy paint. And these are 2 of primary colors that I needed. And I mean, I left them out on my desk, so my daughter ended up dumping them. So I was able to reorder those, thank goodness. So I've got them. And then these are amazing. These are Paper Arts mini stamps. This one here, they're easy mount, and they're from the Ink and Dog mini stamp collection. So we've got number 3 and number 17. Social Butterfly, and then Gentleman. So these are amazing, and I'm going to be having lots of fun with these. And I like this size because they're great for tags. So those are from Paper Artsy. And then I ordered Paper Artsy infusions in Just Walnut, and I ordered 4 of them. So I have lots, because this is going to be one of my go-to colors, I think, and I'm going to be demoing this as well. And the other thing I wanted to do with this is add this to a distress sprayer, so I have my own walnut stain spray. So I just wanted to share that. That's one of the things I'm going to be doing. And I have the new watercolor pencil from Tim Holtz in Scorched Timber. And I was on the fence, guys, because I've got so many other products. I have watercolor pencils from Winsor & Newton. I have the Scribble Sticks, the 3 sets from Dina Wakley. I have a Staedtler set, which is a German company, and I have Inktense, and I also have 2 sets of Stabilo. And I have the Aquellable, and I have the Othelable, which is more of a chalk pencil, but they're both, so one's chalk pencil, one's pigments, and they're both for watercolor painting. And I also use Stabilo All, sorry. And so when I found out that Tim's coming out with all of them, because at first it was just half of them, right, that he released, but now that I found out that he's releasing all of them, I decided to take the plunge, and I'm going to get them in the distress colors as well. So I've ordered this one in set 1, and I ordered set 3. So I've set 2 that's coming in my next order, and then I'm going to be ordering more sets as we go. So that's what I have so far. And then I wanted to give these a go, so I want to show you guys these too. These are Dina Wakley's Collage Sparks. They're 20 double-sided printed pages, 270 GSM. So here's collection 1. So these are super fun. And I thought these would be great for doing like maybe some die cuts, or I could, use them for collage. And they're double-sided, so if you don't like something, there might be another thing. Or you could even use these as like inspiration cards. So I'm like super excited. Her work is amazing. I love Dina Wakley. And this is her art journaling stuff that she's done. My soul is too deep to explore by those who are always in the shallow end. So she's got her quotes through here, and then she's got her her art. It feels like heaven to flirt with hell. Ooh, I don't know if I agree with that. But, love. And she's got all kinds of them. So that's the first one. That's collection 1. And we have collection 2. I like that with the heart. But again, you can use either side, and just to give you some information, some inspiration. I like that with the stitching. So it'll be fun to use these on tags, or in our art journals, or I might just keep them intact for inspiration. I haven't fully decided yet, but I wanted to give them a go anyway. And I like the size. These are like an ATC size, so they're probably, does it say on here? Nope, but I can take it over to the media mat. We're 6 inches long, across by 4 inches. So it's 4 inches tall by 6 across. So that's not bad. It's a good size. Yeah, 4 by 6. So yeah, they're like an ATC size. And same thing, guys. This is just all I'm in the mood to dissolve the sky. It's like for painting. Yeah. And it's full of quotes. It's super cute. That's cute too. I like that with the layering. Yep. So I'm super happy with that. And then as a bonus, sometimes they do that. And I can see that they've sent me some. Aw, this is Tracy Scott. And this is a page of her collage paper. That is amazing. So sometimes they do that, guys. They'll send me like a little bonus in my order. They just personalize it. It's so nice. I absolutely love their company. They're great people, and I watch their, I'm in their inspiration group, and I watch their Facebook Lives. And they have challenges each week and do giveaways and stuff. They're just amazing. And again, they're the Paper and Ink Boutique. And I do, guys. I order from them every month. So this is just a little bonus, and this is a collage page from Tracy Scott. It's on the to-buy list. But this stuff to me is a must right now. So that's what I do. So I'm just going to put this all back quickly and move it to the side. Just want to give you guys an idea. And I don't think I'm going to do that. These are just going to go up here because I don't want them leaking everywhere. My reinkers, yeah, and my sprays. Okay. Pads will be fine. Oh, and the other thing I do too, and I'll show you quick. We'll open up our oxide. I don't do anything with the ink, but all my oxides, I go to my labeler, and I've done it already, scorched timber, and then I come in with my scissors, and I just give that a trim on the sides, just like this. I have one of the P-Touch Brother label makers. I actually have the scrapbooking edition, but I find I don't really do a lot of the fancier stuff. I just do, like, you know, the regular labels. And then I go ahead and I put this right along here. Yeah, just like that. There we go. Scorched timber. There, and that can go like that, and then my ink will go below it in my tower. And I use the Distress Tower by Spectrum Noir, and it all clicks together and builds. So essentially, they come in a set of I believe 6, which holds 6 or 4. I think they hold 8, 6 or 8. No, 8. It'd be more than that. Ink pads, because it's only probably 6 sets, I want to say, that took me to build the entire tower. And then they click together so that they go side by side, and then you stack them up. So I just wanted to share that. So now I want to show you guys. So I didn't do it live. I put my book together, and I didn't want to do it live because it was my first time using the cinch, and there was definitely a learning curve. So I want to show you my book. Here it is. The 2024 Ultimate Planner for Artists, Designers, Makers, and Creators. This is available on Etsy for $10 Canadian. And so what I've done it, guys. Alright, I'll just do that so you don't see my passwords. There we go. So the inside cover has my passwords already written down, and I've laminated it. And I forgot to cover that. So then we have our project list. There was an email list on the other side. Then our January. So what I've done is everything from here to there I've printed once, but then here I've printed 12 times. So the deadlines, and they're back to back. This one here, they're back to back. Project ideas, and then my notes I attach to the back of my calendar here. So that's how each month goes. So these ones I've printed 12 times out of the kit, and then for each of my months, all the way to December. So that's essentially how I've done it, guys. And I've done it that the only pages that were left, because the notes went on the back side of the calendars, so the only ones left were the notes that faced the right hand side. So that's how mine ended up together. But these I could use in doing anything, guys. I can do little tablets. I can make journaling cards, put this on the back of journaling cards, and use them just in my regular journal projects. So that's how neutral they are. So I had no problem with that. So that was what I had left over. This was something I printed twice by accident. And then this one here is the little labels that I included. So we can go ahead, and that's the other reason why I wanted the whale tail punch, so I can go ahead and make customized tabs for the book. So I'm going to do that, and then I can cut these out and put them on the tabs, and then we can write our months out. I have one that says today. You could turn these into little altered paper clips. There's all kinds of stuff that we can do. So now, what I want to show you, and this is super fun, I've gone ahead and laminated the cover, the back, and this one here. So as you can see from the front, this is standing up like this, and it says today. So I've made 2 of these task lists like this, and how it looks is this one that says today, and this one that says this week. So I went ahead and I printed 1 copy of these. So this saved me from printing 52 of these, because I have a book that, you know, it's an inch thick, and it's already probably, 30 pages, which is 60 front and back. So I didn't want to add another 52 pages and 365 pages for adding this week and today. So instead, I turned these into a dry erase board. So what I did was I took two pieces of paper, and I put them into a laminating sheet, and I ran them through my laminator. So now I can take a dry erase board to here, and I can wipe them off every week. And I can plan out my week, and I can plan out my day. So the back is one of the notes, and then the front is one of the this week's checklist. And this one here is today, and it says to remember, and it has a daily checklist, and then that's what the back of it looks like with the notes. And I wasn't too worried about how it cut out, and I won't be with this one either. So what I wanted to show you is how this is going to go into your book. And here's the brilliant thing. We're able to pull it all out. If you guys can see that, we're able to pull it in and pull it out. And we can take this and we can put it anywhere inside of our book. So all I would want to do is just make it that this is hanging out, and this is the motion of it going into our book, just like this. And I'm going to show you how to make this. Okay. So this is its function, and this is how it works and what it does. And there it's in our book. It's perfect, and it's in between here. And we can move it out each day or each week as we need to, and then it's going to give you a little pop-up over the top of the side of your book. So I just wanted to show that, and it's super handy, and then you can go to whatever day we're at without having to, like whatever month we're at, without having to do that. So I want to show you how to do this. So once we have our book together, I've designed this to have the top like this and then have it come down like this. So same thing, I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to round that. There we go, right to here. And I'm also going to round that. And I'm going to round this. And you can use this extra little piece as an extra bookmark if you want to. Or you could add it as a tuck spot somewhere. There we go. And I'm just going to round that. Just like that. Okay. I'm just going to give that a trim right across just to even that out. There we go. Perfect. So then what happens is you've unlaminated the corner. So then we're going to take our art glitter glue, or any glue that you have that you want to use. There we go. And I'm just going to glue around my edges, just to reinforce that, get it back together. Because see, I used 2 pieces of paper when I laminated it, and that's just going to give us our stick and to glue it back. So instead of printing the pages double-sided, I printed them one-sided, and I glued them back to back. And the reason I did that was just to give them some strength, because my copy paper, I think, is only 28 or 30 pound. So I did want to give my pages a little bit more sturdiness. So that's why I chose to do it that way. It was the whole, I didn't want to use cardstock because it's way too thick, but I also didn't want to use just the copy paper. So now I have my cinch. So this is from We Are Memoryscapers. So essentially it's a 1, 2, 3. It's a put it in and you're going to punch your holes, and then you have your thing on the side here that holds your wires. You put it here and then you turn it around this way to this side of the machine, and that's where you're going to cinch your book. So that's how this works. So I'm going to push this down and I'm going to unclip it here. I'm going to let it go all the way up. So we want to cinch this, so you guys can see. I'll move that up a bit. There we go. We want to cinch this along this side here. So what I'm going to do is leave the guide all the way over here. I'm going to make sure that all my holes, my holes are all out. They're all good to go. So I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to line it up to here because I want to punch all 6 inches worth of holes. So I'm going to line it up flush to the bottom here. Okay. And make sure that I'm all the way to the back of the machine. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull that down. Okay. I'm going to lift it up, and then I have my holes perfectly punched like this. Now here's the trick. We're going to pull this guide all the way out. There's a little lever here on the side of the machine, if you guys can see this. Let me see. Make sure you guys can see that. I'll let this catch up just to make sure you guys can see. No. Tilt, tilt, tilt. Okay, I'm going to pull it this way. There we go. Now you guys should be able to see this. There's a little lever here. And what we're going to do, and you can see where there's a little hole. There we go. We're going to take our project to the second last hole, and we're going to line it up, the second last hole, with that little spot there. And then, like that. Yeah. And we're going to push this down. So it clicks, and that holds our project in place. So if you guys can see that, that's my second last hole here, and I've clicked it down to hold it into the second last hole. Not the very last, the second last. And then what we want to do is we have our little guide, which is our booklet. So this is a project that's 11 inches. So if it stopped at 11 inches, I would say, okay, we're just going to push down the 11 inches. But what I actually want to do is, because it goes up 1, I want to pull out 10, and I want to pull out 11 too. It'll let you pull out 2 at a time. So I'm going to cinch it all the way to the top except for 10 and 11, which is my 11 and 12 inch spot. Because that's what our guide says, right? 10, peg 10 is 11 inches, and peg 12 is 12 inches. So just wanted to share that. So that's why I've pulled out peg 10 and 11, and we're all lined up. It's all at the back of the machine, and we're going to cinch it again. So now it's going to do everyone here except these 2. And then I'm going to lift this, okay, at the side. So what we have now looks like this. Oh, sorry guys, I'm going to push these back in. Yeah, pull them in. There we go. 1, 2. They're pushed in. Put that back. Put my handle down like that. Okay. So then now I'm punched evenly between here and here. And it just looks more finished when you do it like that, so that it looks professional. And it's the same distance between here as it is there. There, and we're done with our cinch. And now, my little trick, we're going to take our cinched laminated sheet and our scissors, and we are going to cut every single one of our holes. I want you to be able to see this, so we are clear about what I'm doing. There we go. If you guys can see, that might be better. I'll wait for it to catch up. There we go. So right in the center of every single one of my holes, I'm making one snip, like that. One snip, 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 one, and one. There. So we've done all of our holes. Oh, and I gotta do the top ones as well. Yep, 1 and 2. There we go. So we've snipped the center of all of our holes. Then we can go into here. So we have it today. And then we have this week. And same thing, we can just do this by adding it right in between each one. So you're going to essentially tuck it between each of your, just like that. And then we can move them throughout our entire planner. There, just like this. So then when we close it, we have 2. We have a today, and we have a this week. And you don't have to keep them in the same place. So if I decided that I wanted to actually not have these in here at all, and I wanted to move them right to my front cover, and I just wanted them here for my lists, you could absolutely do that. That's the great thing, we can move them wherever we want. Right at the bottom here, and just putting it in between each hole, each peg, just like that. And I don't want that to sit to the top, I want this one to sit up further. And that's exactly what we can do, guys. And then we can put this wherever we want, that this is higher or lower, so you don't have to go into the bottom hole. You can start it wherever you want, and just, yeah, make sure that your sides are all in between each one. And it's simple just to get it over it, and it'll hold it in place and it won't go anywhere. So I just wanted to share that. That's how you add your pages into your book. So it's just a super fun way to keep track of your lists, and then I'm going to be able to use this and start planning my weeks. So I'm super excited, and for me, guys, I'm not going to be doing anything fancy in here. The fancy stuff is already done. This is just a place for me to write a pile of stuff, to plan stuff, and to make notes, and yeah. So this is, like I said, guys, geared for anybody with deadlines and things that they want to do. I've got a spot here for product deadlines, YouTube videos, Etsy shop sales. That could be journal sales, that could be kits, that could be anything. So you can, again, I have those little tabs. You could alter any of these that you don't want. Monthly shopping supply list. And then I have group events, group challenges, Facebook Lives, group personal swaps. So group swaps or personal swaps here, and then Happy Mail. And then over here, I left a blank one. So if you don't like mine and they don't pertain to you as a group admin, or you're doing something else, you're a designer, or you might just be renting on YouTube, that might not pertain to you, so you can do your own thing here. So I have one that's completely blank, and essentially you write the month that you have here, or whatever you're doing. You might want one for every project. This is so customizable. You can do just about anything. And I left lots of pages, guys, with the project ideas and then notes. So but there's another page that goes the opposite way. So if you didn't like doing it this way, you could mix and match these pages to go whichever way that you want of the things that you want facing each other. And then I liked it like that with the notes here. That's how I end each month. And then I start with my March or my next month right here on the left, facing my first part of my deadlines. So again, and then this is my secondary deadlines, and then like, you know, like after, because basically I plan out these things first, my product deadlines, my shop sales, my YouTube videos, and my monthly supply list, and then everything for group. So I can say, okay, I have it one way for my platform and the other way for groups. So I can, you know, figure out what I want to do where, and it's easy, I know where it is. So where I'm going to put the tabs, I think, is going to be on each month. So it's going to be January through December. So I'll be able to do that, and I can quickly find my months. And then I know where today is because I'll have these. And then these are daily and weekly checklists and important things I have going on. So I'm really impressed with how this has come together. My vision for this was very specific. Again, guys, I've been looking everywhere for a planner that's actually worked for me, that I didn't, you know, and I'm not one to decorate my days every day. But if that's what you want to do, you absolutely can. Whoops, I don't want to show you guys that. Okay. Yeah, so my project list. Here we go. So I have a little monthly calendar here where you can actually plan things. And you can write things down and put your stickers in if that's what you want to do, and or you can do that here with these kind of grid lines too. So it's like a checklist. I wanted to show you that. That's like a tiny little checklist, and the check boxes, if you guys can see. Yeah, I gotta come closer. There we go. I think you guys can see that now. Yeah, they're tiny little boxes. So I just wanted to share that. And then again, we can move these around anywhere we want inside the book. So I'm gonna leave that at that for today. So yeah, guys, it's $10 in my shop for the pages, and then you just have to put the book together yourself. And I mean, you can cinch it, you can put it into a binder. Essentially, you could have done the same method with this and just put binder holes on here, and then just added it into a binder. So yeah, there's so many things, and I love the fact that it's big enough. It's 8.5 by 11. It's not small, but I mean, if you prefer a small planner, you could absolutely print these on smaller sheets. Because essentially, with all my kits, you could shrink things down. You just can't enlarge them because it'll blur my images. So I just wanted to share that. So yeah, I'm going to be able to plan each of my months, and it's going to go really well. And I left enough margin too. There's nothing worse being in a notebook, and I'll show you guys, because I hate that when you're in a notebook. Maybe it's not too bad here. Or it's not too bad here. But isn't that the worst, though, when you're in a notebook and you're writing, and then this tends to interfere with where you want to write things? That drives me crazy. So I wanted to make sure that we had enough room between our margin line and where our stuff started that we're not interfered with the binding. So I wanted to share that. That's why I've done it this way, and I've made sure that everything's nice and even, and it looks good. And it's earthy, right? We want something that's going to be nice to look at, not something totally boring. I'm just using this, guys, for like rough notes before they go in here. When I'm planning stuff, I like to just, you know, jot down ideas and stuff, or sketch things out, and I can do that in here before they get the refined version of going in here. Because basically, when something goes in my planner, it's going to be like a permanent thing that we're doing. And then my ideas go in a cheap notebook. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. So feel free to do both, or use whatever you like. And of course, January is done. We're in February, so I lost a month on this, but that's okay. I'm going to start using it going forward. Oh, thank you so much, Nettie. I really enjoyed putting this together. I've bought so many planners. I have a Happy Planner. I have ones from Michaels. I have bought ones online, just regular ones from Staples, and none of them are geared to us as creators. So that's what really motivated me to do this, was that we needed an ultimate planner for us, artists, designers, makers, and creators. So if you're on YouTube, or, sorry guys, if you're on YouTube, or you're on social media, you're running a Facebook group, you're doing anything like that, you want to you know, start doing that sort of thing, this is a great place that you can plan out your projects. And it's going to make things more organized for you, and it's going to help you. So that's kind of my goal behind that, because I know I needed it. I mean, I was working out of another a smaller notebook, and it was just all over the place. I had stuff stapled in, I had stuff torn out, my pages were falling out, they were all over the place, and it was just a mess. And then trying to, you know, go back and find out, oh, did I send a swap, or did I staple the receipt? Well, I forgot to staple the receipt, and I don't know what I did with the receipt. So I ended up having to resend my swap. So I just wanted to share that. You know, it's just going to help you stay organized. And then you can say, oh, I went to the post office on such and such a day, and then this is the tracking number. And I mean, you can write all those things down now. You know what I mean? Where it's in one spot for the month of January, and you can go back. So in 6 months' time, you're going to be able to know, okay, what happened in January, right? If someone's like asking, oh, well, what date did you send your swap, and what was the tracking number, or anything like that, that you need a list, right? Yeah, and that's exactly, Nettie. You wanna go on there and you want to start buying digitals, but then you want to keep an inventory of what digitals did I buy, or like for me with my products, guys. Here, I'll be transparent. I mean, this is how I do it. There's my Tim Holtz list. Those are the sprays that I need. And I did the same thing with all of my inks and oxide pads, because if you don't check things off and keep track when I'm ordering, I'm going to double, triple, quadruple order of the same product, because I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I've got, you know, this is where we're at so far, and I don't even have 1/10, guys. That's just the oxides in the back. My inks are sitting here, and this is my mica sprays. So that's not even close to all of them. I need room to grow in here, and we need to, I needed to figure out like you can see, that's my oxide list. I'm missing quite a few. So I needed to be able to stay organized with that. I knocked my trimmer down, guys. So, and that's the other thing I've been doing too, guys. I've been really organizing in here. And what do I need at my desk? What are the absolute must-haves at my desk? I added a third Recollections cube, and it's just made all the world of difference. So now all my distress is in one place, and that's how I like that. So again, I will keep this little notebook that I have here with my notes and just my rough sketches and things with my planner, and then I can work out of here. So I just wanted to share that. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I just wanted to share my order from the Ink and Paper Boutique. I was finally live, and I want to show you what I did with the notebook and how to actually make one of these inserts. So I just, you know, didn't want the repetitiveness of having to punch everything and do it over and over again. That video just showed you a really good understanding of how it works. And then to cinch your wires, we're going to do that. Smaller little junk journals type books together. We'll do it later, and then I can show you the steps of how to actually cinch it and put your book together. So I wanted to just share that, but I wanted this to be kind of pressure free for everybody too, just to give you that idea with the inserts. Because yeah, that's kind of what I thought of when I first did this. That, you know, instead of having, because we don't always design every day either. And I don't always have something going on every single day. So the days that I do, I can, you know, plan things out for, and the weeks that I do. Because, I mean, again, we take the summer off because the kids are home. And I take most of December because I have the kids home early for Christmas as well. So it definitely helps, right? And then even if you don't end up putting a planner together, you could use these as junk journal pages. So, like, you could take sections of this, cut off that part, and you could, how we like to have our ledger sort of stuff, and we like to have our notes. This is a whole blank one. You could use that different ways in your junk journal. You could cut it down into, or you could print it smaller and make a journaling card, and then have it like as a recipe card. I mean, there's so many things that we could actually do with this that are not exactly a planner. And then that one here, I love that with the notes, and then it's like botanical, right? With the fern. So we could take that and shrink it down and make it into a journaling card. All right, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. You guys have a wonderful week. Again, I'm sorry that this wasn't sooner. I've had my kids home for the last, 3 days this week, and 4 days, and they had Friday off. So it's been 4 days now that they've been home. This morning we had freezing rain, and then we've had snowstorm crazy that just didn't stop since Friday. And so their school's been closed, and we just haven't, gone out or anything. So I just wanted to share that. That's where I've been hibernating. So yeah, there's been no live or anything. So I'm hoping to come Friday and we can continue with our books. That's the next thing we wanna do. Absolutely, Nettie. I do print and ship from my shop. I'm gonna have to start charging for that. I usually say a free copy, so like you'd buy the kit and get a free copy if you were in North America. But I'm gonna have to change that because the shipping is now so high. So I want to find a fair price to ship to the States, and I'm probably still going to do free shipping in my area. But if you're in like British Columbia or Manitoba, like Alberta, it's going to cost the same kind of postage that it does to the States. So I'm probably looking at, I want to say around $3 to $5 for shipping on a kit now. And then it's $13 to mail to the UK. So I just wanted to share that. So I have to figure it out. And it might even be worth it to buy multiple kits instead of 2. Like to buy 2 instead of 1. So we'll figure that out, guys. And I'm going to have something set up. That's the other thing. That's the other reason why I wanted to launch the Ko-fi shop, because it's going to give me more options. I can do a print and ship feature from there. So basically, when you buy a kit from Etsy, just tell me, and then I can send you like a link for Ko-fi, where you just put in the amount for shipping. I know it kind of seems like a pain, but I'm not even sure how to do any of that from Etsy, so I want to figure it out from Ko-fi. I've even tried their coupons, and it's just a mess on there. So that's why if I'm having a sale, I just change my prices to everything in the shop, and I change them. So I want to let you guys know too, I want to do a sale for my birthday, which is in April. I want to do a sale for Christmas and a sale for American Thanksgiving, which is our Black Friday. I think you guys have that too in the States. So I want to run those 3 sales this year for you guys. So my kits will be like $6 instead of $6 or $7 instead of $10. So I just wanted to share that. And then the ones that are 8 will be 4, and then the ones that are 5 will be, I think, 3. Yeah, I can post all the details, absolutely, once I get it all figured out. Yeah, because I want to do a couple of different things too, guys. I want to, we're going to keep the main group, but I want to expand on my platform where I'm doing some sort of a monthly subscription. And a monthly subscription will get you a whole other set of digitals and maybe some mixed media classes, and teach some more advanced tutorials. So I just wanted to mention that as well. So that I'm going to be able to do a lot from Ko-fi without using Patreon. Patreon's, I don't really, I don't understand it, for one, and it's very expensive. It's worse than Etsy in terms of the fees that they take, because I want to make things fair too. I don't want to have to up my prices because the platform I'm using is charging exorbitant amounts of money either, right? So I want to try to keep that as affordable as possible for you guys. Because, I mean, if I'm teaching an online class, guys, I'm probably looking at anywhere from $30 to $40 for a class. But, I mean, there'll be major content with that. So I want to keep my prices down. I don't want to be charging, $100 a class. Absolutely, yeah. I'll post all the details in group. I'm just going through the comments. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all the support and the kind comments from everyone. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I'll leave it at that, guys, and I'll let you guys go, and you guys have a great day and a great week, and I'll be back Friday. with the next thing. All right, thank you guys so much. Bye.